I think, hopefully we're going to start seeing some changes there with food and medicine, and it's a long journey to change the culture. But the first thing you can do is change yourself. So you started taking action with your own physical well-being. What else?
Once I got that under control, the next path to getting to the real truth of who I am was focusing and being aware of my environment. Was there clutter? Who were the people sharing space with me? Were there outside storage units that I had stuff stored in and didn't even know where the key was, but was paying monthly for that storage? That's all the clutter. Who were my friends? Who were people that really were supporting me versus sabotaging me? Who was I in close relationship with? Who was sleeping in my bed? I looked at everything. And I had to clear and clean out not only that first path of the body, but then I had to clean and clear out my environment.
You
As
cleaned
you,
house, huh?
I cleaned house. Yeah. This is not a journey of the faint of heart, as you know.
Hmm.
So if you're listening and you're like, okay, I'm on path 2 now, this is too much for me. Please know that it takes courage. It takes commitment to wanting to live your most truest life. And also know that it took me a decade to do all of these paths. And that's why I wanted to put it in a book so that it doesn't take you 10 years. So it sounds like a lot of you having to do a lot. And it is true, especially if you have a lot of clutter to clear in all aspects of your life. Because the third path after cleaning your environment
Hmm.
it is the longest in the labyrinth. It's the outer ring of the labyrinth. So metaphorically, it's the longest path you will walk inside the labyrinth. And that is cleaning and clearing out of the mind. All the thoughts on repeat, all the rumination, all the negative thoughts, all the listening to outside thoughts that clutter the mind and take up space. There are 3 places that we can spend our time. We can spend our time with ourselves, we can spend our time online, and we can spend our time with others in person. So this really is, those are the aspects of what is coming into our life in terms of being supportive or cluttering.
Well, I understand uh, reducing the clutter in your life physically. I mean, I've got 3 young boys. At any given moment, this house looks like a hoarder's home, just with stuff piled all over the place. So I understand. I'd literally just fill a box with random junk on the countertop and throw it away from time to time. Uh, but how do you go about decluttering your mind?
A lot of books. A lot of books to read. That is was another rabbit hole for me. Because if you think about thoughts, we usually have the same thoughts every day. And when you think about, say, thoughts as pieces of garbage, it's like a garbage truck going from house to house in your neighborhood and in your town and in your city and even in your state, collecting all those thoughts, collecting all that garbage. And imagine now that garbage truck is completely full. In fact, it's overflowing. In fact, that driver can't even drive safely anymore. This is your mind in that state. This is your body. This is your life in that state. So how can you empty out that truck? And the very first thing I did was I learned how to meditate, because that really does help release unwanted thoughts. Not only unwanted thoughts, but thoughts that continue to bubble up, that you really don't have control over.
Now, this labyrinth you walk, this is a form of meditation in itself. Do you do other forms of meditation?
This I do. So I've been doing transcendental meditation for 20 years. And it's very supportive. It's what really helped me start to clear my mind and move in a healthy direction mentally. But it's a sitting down practice. And what I found was that my body needed to move. I needed to be out in nature. And so these labyrinths that are all around the world, and you can find them at labyrinthlocator.com. You'll have one in your neighborhood for sure, or nearby at least. It was a walking meditation that was so supportive, because my body could sway through the paths and clear my mind. And because our bodies are 70% water, the science behind it is just this settling of our physical bodies and this meditative state that is very, very supportive to this process of getting quiet, clearing out the clutter of your life, and being able to feel who you truly are.